Could you please walk me through your resume? Sounds simple, right? But if you've ever answered this question by listing every job you've ever had, only to see the interviewer's eyes glaze over, you know it's trickier than it seems. The truth is, this isn't just a routine question. It's a golden opportunity that most candidates completely miss. Instead of passively recounting your work history, you can use this moment to craft a compelling professional story. One that grabs attention, builds credibility, and positions you as the ideal candidate for the role. Hi and welcome back. This is Charlie from Career Factory. In today's video, I'll show you how to turn this common interview question into a powerful, job-winning moment. Here's the thing. When interviewers ask you to walk them through your resume, they aren't looking for a chronological list of all of your jobs. They already have that information in front of them. What they're really asking for is the story behind your career moves, how your experiences connect to form a coherent professional narrative, why your journey has prepared you specifically for this role, and last but not least, how you think about your own career development. This question often comes early in interviews because it helps set the stage for deeper discussions. How you handle it can frame the entire conversation that follows. Before we dive into the strategy, let's look at the 3 most common mistakes people make when asked to walk through their resume. The resume reader. Starting with your first job and methodically working forward, giving equal time to irrelevant positions from 15 years ago. The information overloader. Providing excessive detail about each role, overwhelming the interviewer with information they don't need. The unprepared wanderer. Jumping randomly between experiences, creating a disjointed narrative that's hard to follow. Each of these approaches wastes a valuable opportunity to shape the interviewer's perception of you and your fit for the role. Instead of falling into these traps, approach your resume walkthrough as a strategic narrative with these 4 key elements. Frame your story. Start with a brief overview that positions your career journey in context. Highlight relevant chapters. Focus on experiences that directly relate to the role you're seeking. Focus on growth and progression. Show how each role built upon previous experiences and prepared you for greater responsibility. Connect to the present opportunity. Conclude by explicitly linking your background to the position you're interviewing for. This approach transforms a potentially dull recitation into a compelling narrative that demonstrates your strategic thinking and self-awareness. So how do you turn your resume walkthrough into a powerful narrative? It comes down to 3 key phases: crafting a strong opening, highlighting relevant experience, and closing with impact. Let's start with how to open strong. Your opening statement sets the tone for your entire walkthrough. It should provide a framework that helps the interviewer understand your career trajectory. For example, for a logical progression, my career has followed a path of increasing responsibility in financial analysis, starting in accounting and eventually specializing in investment evaluation for renewable energy projects. For a career transition, while my background began in marketing, I've consistently been drawn to the analytical and strategic elements of the field, which led me to specialize in data-driven marketing and eventually transition fully into data analytics. For a diverse background, my career has spanned several industries, but the common thread has been leading cross-functional teams through complex transformations, which I've done successfully in healthcare, manufacturing, and most recently, technology. This framing gives the interviewer context for understanding the choices you've made and helps them see the coherence in your path. Now let's turn to the main part. For the main part of your walkthrough, focus on relevant highlights rather than comprehensive history. For each position you discuss, include the following. Start with your role and company, with a very brief description if the organization isn't well known. Highlight 1-2 key achievements or responsibilities most relevant to the position you're seeking. Explain briefly why you moved to the next role, focusing on growth opportunities rather than negative factors. For earlier positions, you can be increasingly brief unless they're particularly relevant to the current opportunity. For example, instead of this, then in 2015, I joined XYZ company as a marketing specialist. I was responsible for social media campaigns, email marketing, content creation, event planning, and website updates. I worked with a team of 5 other specialists under the marketing director. After 2 years, I was promoted to senior marketing specialist. In that role, I took on additional responsibilities including, try this instead. At XYZ company, I progressed from marketing specialist to senior specialist, focusing on digital campaigns that increased customer engagement by 45%. This experience deepened my expertise in data-driven marketing strategies, which prepared me for my next role at... Notice how the second version is shorter yet more powerful because it focuses on relevant growth and results. Lastly, let's discuss how you can deliver a strong closing of your resume walkthrough. The conclusion of your resume walkthrough is crucial. This is where you explicitly connect your journey to the opportunity at hand. A strong closing might sound like this. These experiences have given me a unique combination of technical expertise and leadership skills that I believe align perfectly with what you're looking for in a position title. I'm particularly excited about applying my background in specific relevant experience to help your team with specific challenge or goal mentioned in the job description. This approach accomplishes several things simultaneously. It reinforces your fit for the role, it shows you've done your research about the company and position, it creates a natural transition to more detailed discussion about the role, and it demonstrates your enthusiasm for the specific opportunity. Now let's talk about how you can adapt your approach based on the specific situation. For experienced professionals, focus more on recent, relevant roles and achievements. Earlier positions can be mentioned very briefly or grouped together if they're not directly relevant. For career changes, emphasize transferable skills and experiences that relate to your target field, highlighting projects or responsibilities that demonstrate relevant capabilities. For recent graduates, focus on education, internships, relevant coursework, and projects that demonstrate your capabilities despite limited work experience. For panel interviews, keep your walkthrough especially concise and clear, using a structure that's easy for multiple people to follow. Remember, your goal is to present your background in the most relevant way for this specific opportunity, not to cover everything you've ever done. This week, I challenge you to craft your own strategic resume walkthrough tailored to a specific role you're interested in, whether you're actively interviewing or not. To help you create a compelling career narrative, download the free resume walkthrough worksheet from the link in the description. It provides you with templates, examples, and a step-by-step framework for transforming your work history into a powerful story that showcases your fit for target roles. For a deeper exploration of how to present yourself effectively in interviews and other professional contexts, check out this book, Future-Proof: Build a Career That's You, where we also discuss many other aspects of creating a sustainable and fulfilling career path. If you found these insights helpful, hit subscribe for more authentic career development strategies. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again next time.